Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. Our top story at this hour is actually coming in from COVID, which had a phenomenal rise in just the past 24 hours. The fresh cases in the past 24 hours have gone up to 47,000. This has happened for the first time in 2 months. And the key thing here is that 70% of these cases are actually coming in from Kerala. In fact, the daily average cases are now above 40,000 after 3 weeks, making the U-shaped graphic that the government today actually said that the second wave is not over. A greater worry is that India has seen over 400 deaths a day for the last 5 months. The continuing high number of cases in Kerala is a concern for its neighbours as well. Karnataka has many restrictions in place now at the border and is focusing on border districts in terms of vaccination as well.
Bengaluru's international airport, reminding passengers from Kerala that they have to follow strict guidelines and head to either institutional or home quarantine for 7 days, even if they have a negative RT-PCR test and have been vaccinated. The Karnataka government had earlier introduced the need for a negative RT-PCR test result for arrivals from Kerala. This week, it was decided that all people who arrive from Kerala to Karnataka's border districts would have to undergo 1 week's compulsory institutional quarantine.
The border districts of Kerala should be prioritized. We have just announced the institutional quarantine for those people who are coming from Kerala. Of course, there are some, for the students who are taking these online examinations, relaxation in guidelines for them.
Bengaluru urban is usually the district which reports the highest number of COVID cases daily. But districts bordering Kerala are next in line. Dakshina Kannada district reported 191 new cases in 24 hours in data from Wednesday evening, second only to capital Bengaluru. This was followed by Kodagu with 95 and Mysuru and Udupi, both with 91 new cases each. With DM Kumar, Maya Sharma in Bengaluru for NDTV.
The other big story of the day was a shocker that came in earlier in the morning. He was just 40. He was a TV's biggest superstar, well known and had friends with so many Bollywood celebrities, was much loved, had a loving family and a career that was going full throttle. But with a sudden heart attack, he died in his sleep. Sidharth Shukla's death has now shocked many, not just his fans, with many young people in the country now wondering, are we all getting more and more susceptible to heart diseases?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, each and every one of you all who's been there for me, voted for me, stood by me, spoke for me, took up for me. Thank you so much.
Why would a 40-year-old man known to be fit and healthy suddenly collapse and die? That's what fans of the popular star Sidharth Shukla want to know.
And the winner is Sidharth Shukla!
The winner of the reality TV show Bigg Boss 13, Sidharth, according to his friends, felt uneasy last night. This morning, he did not wake up. He was brought dead to Cooper Hospital at 10:30 a.m. after reportedly having suffered a heart attack. A part of top TV serials across channels, Sidharth was best known for his role in Balika Vadhu on Colors.
मैं फ़ैन नहीं, फ़ैन कह सकते हैं नॉर्मल शब्दों में. मैं उनको एक इंस्पिरेशन की तरह देखती हूँ, हमेशा देखूँगी. मैं उनको बड़े भाई की तरह देखती थी, जो हमेशा रहे.
Relatives, friends, family and fans were shocked to hear this tragic news. Many stood outside his home in suburban Mumbai, and many like Salman Khan, Akshay Kumar, Manoj Bajpayee and Sonu Sood took to Twitter and shared condolence messages for the young actor. In Mumbai, Rohit Khilnani for NDTV.
High drama in Moga as the farmers protest against the president of Akali Dal Sukhbir Badal, who is on a 100-day poll campaign visiting 100 assembly constituencies. Farmers have been protesting across Punjab against all political parties, and even Sukhbir is facing the heat.
Akali Dal President Sukhbir Singh Badal is on a 100-day campaign trip of entire state and he's visiting 100 constituencies. But his campaign has hit a roadblock by protesters, and today an unfortunate incident happened when protesters outside his rally ground in Moga Grain Market resorted to stone pelting, and then there was violence. And I'm joined here by Mr. Badal. First of all, your reaction since you have started off since 18th of August, Gal Punjab your campaign. So why this is happening, since you have said that you are with the farmers, yet it is happening?
These are not farmers. All the farmer organizations have made it very clear. These are all Gunda elements being propped up by Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. They don't want to enter the field. Congress can't enter the field. They are getting frustrated by the response. Wherever I'm going, I don't care. I am going. There are 40-50 people come, they protest, and most of the Congress MLAs are behind it. And if you look at it, the police gets them right next to me. So it is pre-planned. Basically what I feel, so Captain Amrinder Singh at this moment, he's in good books of Prime Minister Modi. This is a way of, I think, defaming the Kisan agitation. That is why Kisan agitations leaders are saying these are not our men. He wants to create clashes in the villages, so the people start fighting with themselves in the villages, so that agitation will get spoiled. So it is a conspiracy hatched by Captain Amrinder Singh in alliance with the BJP government to defame this agitation.
When your government was there in Punjab, you led a protest against the BSF for the drug menace in Punjab. What is your view now? Has it gone down? Has it increased? And who you blame for that?
I always said drugs in Punjab and India are coming from Pakistan and Afghanistan. Punjab being a border state, all the drugs are coming. This is a route. Drugs are not in Punjab. We don't manufacture drugs. Drugs are from Pakistan and Afghanistan because we are at the border. It comes here, from here it goes to Delhi, Bombay, Goa, Maharashtra, everywhere. So when we catch drugs here, people think that this is people of Punjab are having. These are the drugs, we are saving the people of the nation. How much we catch here means that much less is going to the rest of the country.
So you think this government has managed to check it?
This government is promoting, if you look at it, Captain Amrinder Singh has promoted gangsters.
All right, after the mystery deaths of children reported in Firozabad in UP, now Mathura as well, similar deaths being seen. 14 people died there due to fever in Mathura in the last 15 days. Over 60 deaths in Western UP altogether due to fever. Large number of them are children, are little kids. The DM in the area, who said that there was a WHO team also who came in to examine what exactly was going on, said that this was what seemed like earlier dengue was actually DHF, said to be a more severe form of dengue.
Multiple deaths of children. First in Western UP's Firozabad, where close to 40 children have died in 10 days from dengue. And now in Mathura, 60 kilometers away, where 11 children have died from fever and dehydration in just one village, Ko, in the last 15 days. The Uttar Pradesh government says the Mathura deaths are due to vector-borne diseases, primarily dengue. 11-year-old Raja died at a hospital in Agra on Thursday morning. He had fever for 4 days. His distraught family says the child was first given medication at home, but when the fever did not subside, they took him to an Agra hospital.
उन्होंने 2 गोली दे दी और एक छोटी सिरप दे दी। भाई इसको ले जाओ, तुम्हारा लड़का बिल्कुल नॉर्मल है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, इसको दे देना, पेट का दर्द बंद हो जाएगा, आपका लड़का सही हो जाएगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। ठीक है, हम लेके आ गए, आके गोली दे दी हमने इसको, तो उसकी हालत और ख़राब हो गई। तुरंत हम हॉस्पिटल लेके आगरा चले गए। हमने सुबह 10 बजे करीब भर्ती किया था और दूसरे रात में 5 बजे करीब ख़त्म हो गया।
14-year-old Kumar, the son of 55-year-old Shibram, a farmer, is battling for his life also at an Agra hospital, where he has been admitted for 5 days. The symptoms are similar: fever, dehydration and pain.
बच्चे को अब बुखार जब बर्म आ जाते हैं फेफड़े पे लीवर पे प्लेट डाउन होते हैं, दस्त होते हैं, उल्टी होते हैं। अब ये बताओ, बच्चा जब बच्चे ही ना रहेगा।
This inspection on Thursday morning at the Ko village by Mathura's top health official, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Rachna Gupta, was met with protests by villagers who forced the official and her team to leave.
गांव में ही हमने एक अस्थायी चिकित्सालय बनाया, वहां भी हमने बच्चों का बराबर इलाज किया। इसमें कुछ लोगों को डेंगू का एलिसा टेस्ट पॉजिटिव आया है।
But at this village level clinic, no proper beds, no mattresses, no sheets, just a near barren room. And a doctor without a mask.
Wherever you go in this village, you will just see tears in the eyes of relatives who have lost their kid. Though government is saying they are not leaving any stone unturned, but reality is totally opposite. In Mathura with Saurabh Gautam and Shashikant Jha, Saurabh Shukla for NDTV.
Tragic indeed. Let's shift our focus to West Bengal now, where is the BJP in West Bengal a victim of the Ghar Vapsi syndrome? Well, key Trinamool defector Mukul Roy returned to the fold in June. Earlier this week, 2 more BJP MLAs have headed back to the mothership, and publicly the BJP is keeping a stiff upper lip. But internally, there are growing worries about attrition rate in the party.
Not a good week for BJP. Monday, MLA Tanmay Ghosh returned to Trinamool. Tuesday, MLA Biswajit Das, loyal to Mukul Roy, who jumped in June. Wednesday, 5 MLAs skipped a BJP meet in North Bengal that state chief Dilip Ghosh admitted he had no idea about.
যিনি চিফ হুইপ আছেন মনোজ টিগ্গা ওখানে বৈঠক ঠিক করেছিলেন। আমি এটা বলেছিলাম যে আমাকে ডেটটা জানালে হয়তো আমি যেতেও পারতাম। জাস্ট নর্থ বেঙ্গলে যারা তাদের 4-5 জন ছিলেন না, কেউ দিল্লিতে আছেন, কেউ কলকাতায় আছেন, কেউ অসুস্থ আছেন, সে খবর আগের থেকেই ছিল।
Shubhendu Adhikari has sent an ultimatum to all the 3 exits.
अभी जो मुकुल राय का इंसिडेंट हुआ और उसके बाद भी पार्टी का साथ कोई रिलेशन नहीं था पिछले 4 महीने, जो 2 विधायक को ये लोग तोड़ा, इसका खिलाफ भी एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ की तहत बीजेपी कार्रवाई करेगा।
All stiff upper lip publicly, but there are nagging worries about many other ex-TMC leaders still in BJP, like Rajiv Banerjee, who recently met TMC's Abhishek Banerjee. Some homegrown MLAs and MPs too are causing concern. Trinamool expects a dozen to do the dirty on BJP and soon.
দুজন হয়তো গেছে, এবার তাতে এত ভয়, পা কাঁপছে শুভেন্দু অধিকারীর, বিজেপি তাসের ঘরের মতো ভাঙছে।
For the BJP in Bengal, certainly not the best of times. With G.D. Shankar and Anirudh Tripathi, Monadipa Banerjee, NDTV.